Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So let me just go to our create transaction body and we have a delete. Okay, account sheet menu. It's a create. Okay, transaction list. Now here we have a menu, not this one. Bottom sheet. Okay. Now add some padding. Uh, wait. Did I add it here, but not there? Okay. So let me add some padding here. It wrap up with padding, symmetric. I'll remove the fonts. Wait, let me check where I have used so I can just make sure it will have a common padding. But column, wrap up with single child scroll view. Let's start and main axis size min. Okay, and where are the other things? Don't have. We don't need to actually. We can have a left 16, right 16, top 36 plus 36. Format, okay. Remove this. I have a column. Just remove this one and this. Okay. Wrap up with widget, which will have a single child scroll. So now, okay, okay, and okay. Top has quite increased. I think we should avoid having the this much. I'll just uh, ask user whether he wants to add any padding or not. Sorry, not this one. Double padding. Copy and just paste it. And I'll add 0 as of now. So now it will look fine. Now we have to make sure to have a delete function. Custom, we don't have, okay. So what we will do, we will have a, okay, we'll have one text. Are you sure? Are you sure we want to delete this transaction? We'll add some styling, okay. Price box and that will have a 12, and then we can have a row which will have a cross access element dot space between, sorry, not this one, but main access element will have a main dot space between, and we have the custom button we have, okay, we don't have elevated button. Let me pick from our create transaction body elevated button. Okay, I haven't changed anything. Close. Text. Yeah, delete. We have a style elevated button dot style from format document. Okay. I forgot to have one second, one second, one second. Uh, are you sure you view license and close? There is nothing. Not this. So, okay, this is something like I show alert dialog actually. Want to have a, okay, show dialog. Now we have a builder command and we have a alert dialog here. We have an actions. We have some title. We have some, okay. So let me just paste it there, cut and paste. Actions, we have this one cut, okay, format document, and that means you can't, that means format document with format document and and we can have a navigator dot pop. Okay, so let me just click on this one. Background, sorry, colors dot transparent, and we'll have a border. We have we should have a overlay color static. Okay, let me try with this colors dot amber. Not this. Okay. Rather than this, I'll add a link. Well, we'll have a we'll have a container decoration, box decoration. We have a color. Wait, let me just create a custom button here. Components, new file, custom button, custom button. Dot. We have a stateless class which is called custom button, and we'll have inkwell here. Child, we have a container. Decoration, we have a box decoration. On tab, we have this one. Copy. Final bool is disabled. Final bool is outlined, is secondary. Okay. Okay, now we have a format documentation. Let me just have text string label. Copy. Format document. Yeah. Now we'll have colors dot white is secondary, else colors dot amber if null, else format document. Border radius dot circular 16. Government document. अब क्या करना है वो हमें लिखना पड़ेगा. Not restart. Now we have to modify it a little bit. Let me use that here. Okay. Transaction, create transaction body. Otherwise, I have to again and again I have to use custom button on tab we have. Okay. Okay. Manual bool is expanded. Okay. Is expanded. False. Else. Uh, by cut, and we have a label. Okay, I have done something here. Very good. True. Okay. Let me fix this one first. Okay. Uh, so we don't have to pass the yes, government document. तो वो भाई वो बहुत स्पेस ले ले रहा है. Okay, so let me just try to fix it. I guess this is, or we can have this one, not this. 2.5. I think it should be like it should take available space. Copy, and will ask user because it will pass this because it can be. Okay, now we have defined on tab and everything. Now we'll have a loading one is loading. Okay, okay. Now let me, if I pass it to is loading as true, it will do. We have to that one also. So according to me, if I'll just copy and we will show const popular else. Okay, government document. Uh, okay. Now you feel it a little bit good. So we'll add a border here. Border dot all colors dot amber and width will be one. Okay, now if I'll just pass is disabled. If I'll just pass that is secondary, so there is an issue. Now there is some issue with this one also. Textile colors dot amber accent yellow shade 900 font weight dot bold. Okay, and we can increase a little bit or 16. No, 14 will be fine, I guess. If it's disabled, then background color should be So colors dot yellow. Okay, put it as yellow. Now it's fine. Now we have a is disabled as true. Uh, Color, no, no, no. Let me see some design with the disabled button. Okay, disabled button. Okay, so what we can do here is we can have this. This is okay. We'll add some opacity. Okay, copy, paste it. Will not be visible. Or if I'll just put it as white. Uh, Not this. Or I think white would be good if I'll just put it as 70. I guess it's fine. I think there is no issue with this. If we just decrease some weight, it will look quite good. Yeah, I think now it's fine. Okay, so we have set it. So if it's disabled, then we have a overlay container. wrap up with container which has some decoration, box decoration, decorated box. Okay, color, colors dot gray. One second. We'll add wrap up it in a stack, stack container decorated box or container. Uh, Container, or we can have a overlay decoration. Okay. Okay, so we can do one more thing. Let me try this if it will work. So we have a foreground decoration. Okay, and if I'll just put it as is disabled, if else null. Okay, black with opacity. Uh, with values. Okay, 0.4. Hmm. Okay, so we can have border radius also. And So yeah, now we can just modify our code. It will work as expected. So I'll just click OK. So I have to activated button. We have now our custom button we can use. So is expanded to. So now if I'll just have a 2600. So yeah, it works fine. Dashboard filter. Okay. So I'll just make it as custom button on tap. Cut. Let's get sorry. Media. We can have 1 second. Yeah. So I was saying this cross width. Media query is expanded. Just make it as it's expanded as true, and we'll modify it. Okay, so we have to just remove it. If I'll just remove, well, okay. So let me make it. I'll make it as expanded. But so yeah, now it looks fine. Great. Then we can have okay reset, and we can just modify it. Expanded, elevated. Sorry, custom button. Cut. It looks great, right? So now if I'll just click on anywhere and delete, then I cancel, and now I'll just define it. Close, close, and we are left with our this one. Uh, 1 second. Okay, it still have some issues. We have a parameter of action. Main axis alignment. Okay, main axis alignment. Space between. I think I have to define a custom width here with media query. Dot size dot width by 3. One thing more. Did I have? Okay. Didn't need to define anything. Just wrap with our expanded widget. It will handle it accordingly. See, now it's working fine. Uh, Now we have to define here our consumer widget because we need reference. Consumer widget reference. Format document and yeah. So we need just give me the transaction list and state dot e transaction state is equal to e transaction state dot loading. Okay, same thing like this. We have to just make it as is loading. Provider dot okay, I have to implement this thing. Transaction provider and format document and now we have to implement database. Delete transaction. Transaction deleted successfully. Format document and okay. Then I think this is already it is exist. So it should show then. Okay. It does exist. Okay, there is. Uh, so we don't need this. We just need a transaction ID. Okay, paste. Oh no, I forgot. I actually forgot this thing. I think now it should be able to. Okay, one issue still there. Icebox. Okay, very good. It didn't show anything because we are great. Which will have a pop scope. Okay, not sure whether it will support or not. Let me try. Format document and okay. I think it should work now. Let me try. Okay. Uh, Let me firstly try with loader. And you have a create transaction. Where is our listener? Navigator dot pop format document. Now we have to add this copy and okay. So let me first try whether it is showing loader or not. But it looks very weird in case of delete. So hmm, I think in case of loading, we should show only loader. Hmm. Let me try. Wait. Yeah, this one. We'll do one thing. Cut, paste. Simple. We don't have to manage anything, and we are free now. Great. Format document. So now check once. If I'll just click on this delete cancel will method to great. So we don't need this. Let me add some padding here. Padding symmetric. So this is the issue, right? Uh, okay. Not this much. Okay, so we are sorted with it. We have to increase this. Okay, we have to 9. I guess this would be work, right? Now go to here and two. Yeah, now this is absolutely looking fine. Perfect. So now we can just uncomment this format document and gap. This is working absolutely. This is copy, delete transaction, and we can just uncomment this. And yep, why it doesn't pop up? Debug console, there is some issue, right? Okay, you haven't added that listener. Where is your listener? Okay, you haven't from delete transaction. Perfect. We have to also reload it, right? Do I have provided that? Yeah, I haven't provided. Oh, why do I need that? No, I'm not, I don't know why it's needed. If I'll just remove and don't pass it here. Second, now, so let me just hot restart app. I'll create one transaction here. Nodes, test, date. I have to select, okay, and submit. It's working fine. There is no issue with that. I don't know why that issue came. So if I'll just go to and delete, yeah, it's also working fine. So we have to just load the page. Uh, okay, let me try. Dot, not this. Future void, and we have red document dot when complete. Okay. Hmm. Let me check when it will complete. So if I'll just click on this one, it haven't. Okay, something's. Let me hot restart it. Okay, great. So if I'll just okay, it will then run. We have on dismiss. Okay, we don't have anything like that. But yeah, we can. I mean, we can pass it still. If I'll just click on it, delete, delete. then yeah, it runs. So yeah, we can have a one document. So let me try with it. Okay, we can do one thing here. When we just deleting the transaction, we can just rather than putting this, we can just success delete. We copy, paste. Okay, and we can add a condition here. So we can avoid that listener if we click if the user clicks on cancel, right? There is no need to recall that API. So if, uh, yeah, we don't need this. We can just pass copy, copy and paste and this format document. I know. Yeah, so now just click on this, delete, dentist appointment, delete, and nothing happens. Why it is creating the issue? I'm not understanding. Okay, now it will run successfully. Delete, delete, success delete. Okay, yeah. So, guys, we have done a little mistake here. Like, we used to have we have created here a new reference, right? Like this one, transaction provider, this one. But this is the mistake because when we create this here, when we created a new reference here, so it will take the new reference, like it's a new provider, right? It will not update the previous variable states. It will just uh, create a new provider with the new state and reference. Okay, so if you find out that when we just on complete method triggers, it is not triggering, it is saying initial rather than success delete. The giving state we are getting is initial, not success delete. That means because it's taking the reference of this state, not the updated one. So what you have to do, the same thing we have done in the dashboard as well. We have created this reference here, so we'll pass it in our bottom sheet as you can see here I have created a variable with this one transaction provider of reference provider, and we have passed this provider, so this reference which I have created here we have passed, and same thing we have passed here in this class, and I use this one to have reference.watch. Now I have state and provider with the existing reference. That means it will update the existing providers existing states with the new one which we are doing. Okay, yeah. So I have done few changes, you can see here. Firstly, understand this, like I have done some UI changes, like see, when I just open the bottom sheet, I have done if I have added the when complete dot that dot on error, that we can pass base accordingly like what we want to implement here, right? Like we can, because it's a common bottom sheet, I have also changed it to custom bottom sheet. Other than this, I have what I have done here, like if user click on delete, it will get a pop and will pass as true. True means that we need to show the dialog box of for delete. Okay, I'm just popping here. Yeah, we are not anything doing here. We firstly close the bottom sheet, okay, to maintain the context thing related also. So now if if I have passes here on success, like on delete, I have a function on success means it will be called on dot then. So we when we trigger this, we have a callback on delete. If value is equal to 0 true and item.id is not equal to null, we will open the dialog box for delete transaction dialog box. Okay, and I have implemented this function here. Also, we are passing reference provider context id. Okay, so now here we have hold the code here. Now what I have done here, like when the user clicks on delete transaction, I have created the named parameters as context, state, provider, from create. Okay, because why I have added provider here, because it is like see, if you have ever learned about the block pattern or block or qubit state management, we used to have a provider inside in our like we used to have a provider or controller object inside our listener and builder every widget, right? So that's why I have added the provider here. See, if I just write the functions here, I got the provider here, right? If I just manually write this code there, so I got the provider, right? So I have passed the provider here, so we can just show the toast, pass it true and get transactions. We can avoid this because we are not doing anything related to this, right? Because dialog box, like maybe I don't know how much time it will take, so that's why we are not dependent on that. See, we can do what we have done earlier before, but we should focus on the consistency. We should focus on the like what is the best way we can achieve it without having issues, right? So we need to have a best approach to fix the code. We should go for the best way to fix the code in a systematic manner. Okay, that's why I have added this in a listener. But why we are using listener? That's why we are using listener, because when we are updating any state, so based on state we can do perform any actions. We are not building any will, we want to trigger something. So that's why I have added the listener. And when I use the block pattern also, I never opened the dialog box directly from here. I used to update my state, and then based on that I used to have a listener, and based on a condition I show the dialog box rather than just click on the button and just open the dialog box. No, I just update the state here, okay, and just open the dialog based on from the listener itself. Okay, so now it will work as required. So you can see if I just click on miscellaneous shopping, delete. If I'll just click on cancel, it will nothing happen. If I click on then just it will nothing happen. And can delete. Firstly, the bottom sheet closes, then dialog box opens. Okay, to avoid the excessive UIs, and also we can just make this text size quite small, because I think it's very long. It's very huge. Font size, and it will be 14. Cancel, delete. No, this is quite very small. 17, or I think 16 would be good. Uh, more. 18 we can have. Yeah, now I think this is perfectly fine, right? So if I click on it, it will delete it and list also updated, right? So we are good with our edit transaction, delete transaction page, right? So in the next, we'll learn about edit category and delete category. Okay.